Fair enough.
It's
And
yeah, it's,
Stalwart Arctic Fox, if you are here, you have won our next ultimate giveaway prize. Fantastic, dude.
this is you, my dude.
And this is a daring game in with Destawaits, and this is a clan battle, and I picked that because of the fact that clan battles are on. I wanted to see a good good showing of the various different strategies and stuff that you might see in clan battles. So let's see what happens here.
Anyways, you're welcome for that replay.
Yeah, no problem.
I think it's been a while since I sent one in. Since SAT's not here. Somebody's on the 12th. Oh no. Could lose. Now.
All right, go ahead.
Oh, there they are.
He's here.
Alright, message pudding.
I'm gonna hit the bathroom for just 1 second, so I'll be right back. But Potato, if you could, maybe take us through the lineup. What do you think of the two lineups on both sides?
I need to wait for the screen to load first, because I don't mind. Oh, this is clan battle. LSMB and a couple of mercs versus SCCC. So, LSMB is running a Schlieffen Yamato Moskva Petropavlov Stalingrad Daring Small comp, which is looks to be more of a push-hold type comp, but more staggered towards the gunboat sort of aspect. Whereas SCCC is running wait for that to load because stream. Just give it a second. Okay, there we go. Conquer, Kremlin, Des Moines, Worcester, Harugumo, Smolensk, and Ragnar. So SCCC looks to be going for a pretty hefty sort of that's a triple gunboats lineup. You have Smolensk, Ragnar, 2 radar destroyers, and a Harugumo, which is a heavy gunship. So what I'm thinking here, SCCC's tactic, at least, is that they're going to be trying to go for basically taking out the destroyers as quickly as possible, and then just farming. Now, the advantage of a gunboat lineup versus, like, say, a hybridized lineup with torpedo boats is the fact that the sort of gunboat lineups that you tend to see in this is, like, you're basically giving yourself an advantage when it comes to dealing with torpedo boats. The reason why I say that is because most gunboats you end up picking are like, Daring, Smolensk, Ragnar, Marcel, Knebel. They all have the ability to outtrade, hunt down, and destroy these torpedo boats. And remember, a destroyer is a game-winning tool on all levels. A destroyer can spot, it can take down battleships and cruisers. It has the ability to beat. Now, you can't be everywhere on a map at once, but you can position yourself very efficiently and very effectively to provide spotting, counter-spotting, damage, so on.
Smolensk took some hits there. So I do want to comment quickly, if you don't mind, on the map and the battle that I'm seeing right now. You're right that SCCC is, somebody in chat also mentioned, they're looking to just completely dominate destroyers, which I would agree. Worcester, Des Moines, Harugumo, Smolensk, Ragnar, those are all very good anti-destroyer ships. And then the other thing is, if you look at their battleships, you've got a Conqueror and a Kremlin. So the Conqueror is obviously there to burn out any enemy battleships. The Kremlin is there just to be a Kremlin. Let's go back to what I talked about with the different tiering system. I think in this battle particularly, it feels to me like SCCC is experimenting. And I don't mean that to offend Desta, you and your team, of course. But when I look at a comp like that, I'm thinking that these guys are just trolling to have fun, or not trolling, but just screwing around to see what they can make happen.
Yeah. Generally, can't we always have a strategy that's, like, based on, what is this? We use the same strategy for clan battles every single time. We'll change it up, like, between Ohio, Kremlin. Maybe we'll take, Moskva instead of a Stalingrad or a Petro. But
Mhm.
SCCC looks to be going for a full-on, I'm going to kick your destroyer in the face.
Right, and then I'm gonna win.
Yeah.
Right.
basically.
Couple points here I want to mention. As Asteroid mentioned, yes, you do not have radio location. That's very handy in clan battles for a destroyer, especially something like Daring, which doesn't have radar on its own. You need to know where your incoming threat is about to be. And then the other one is you stopped and smoked here, which I think is absolutely not needed because you were under radar when you popped your smoke. So this smoke is completely wasted. If anything, it might even block your line of sight to the enemy's small end there to Fuzzballs, in which case he can get away. That being said, he does go down, so there you go. But
Well,
look how
I
low
can
you
see
are
it
now.
used for a Daring Smoke is actually quite useful for baiting out radars. And there's a reason for this. It's because of the fact that it has a very fast cooldown. Like we said, like I showed, we talked about with the Dido earlier. It has a fast cooldown.
Yep.
Quick getaway smoke. That's one of the best radar bait tools in the business. You bait small radars. You bait American mid-range, long-duration radars. You can bait Soviet radars with it.
Well, what I'm getting at though is he was already radared when he popped the smoke. So that was kind of not effective. Now, that being said, he now knows that Sinner's Nest. Thanks, dear Karma Farmer. He does know that that Sinner's Nest radar has been used, so he's got the ability to go in there. You took more damage than necessary trying to get behind smoke. Yes, you did. That's okay though.
Fuzzballs is down. That's kind of what's important at that point.
Yes.
Because you removed one of your radars from the game.
Heal time. Your torps are up. I don't know why you're not luck chucking torps at the Des Moines. Now you can't because the radar's up again. Who's raiding you now? Gotta be maybe Ragnar? Might be Ragnar radaring you. Yeah. What mod is that for radar threat? It's under Aslane's. It's called Radar Minimap Mod, or Minimap Mod by Battleframe, and it's got that radar threat warning sign that pops up.
So, Desta, you took way too much damage there, bud. Because, like, okay, so the Fuzzballs is down, but there's still 3 radars in play. You have the Des Moines, the Worcester, and the Ragnar.
So that was okay. So that was the Smalllands radar initial, but that's weird because it kept going even after the Smallland was dead.
That's all been the Des Moines chain radar.
Yeah, but then how was he on the radar again right now? Is he in range of the Ragnar maybe?
Or it's the Worcester behind the island. That's entirely possible as well.
That's true. We haven't seen the Worcester in a while. Okay, so maybe it was that. Looks to me like it's time for Stream Raiders again. What do you think, Sithkitten? Are we going to lose this one again?
I think it was a 1-star.
It's a 1 skull difficulty. I'm just gonna run it off stream here so we can get this battle through. Caller's asking you to address the radar threat at this point. So you're coming out and you're just going after the Ragnar now, which is extremely dangerous considering how low your health is. But your Smallland just got taken out.
Now, engaging a radar threat's always a good idea, but one of the important things is to always address the fact that how much health do I have versus how much am I willing to risk. If you're willing to risk what remains of your health to take out a radar ship, but you know you can take out that radar ship, you still shouldn't do it because of the fact that you're essentially losing. It's basically trading 1 for 1 there, and 1 for 1 trades are generally pretty unfavorable, especially if both of you are, especially if the enemy team is winning, or in this case you do have the lead. But considering the fact that there's still 3 radars left in play,
It's not worth the
trade on
risk.
that much health yeah, exactly. Trying to trade with a Ragnar, a ship that's very, very good at addressing those kind of, you know, like destroyers like a Daring and such.
And your guns won't do a lot of damage. I don't know if you noticed how many shatters you were getting on those hits there, because that 25mm armor deck on the side there, you need to essentially have IFHE to have a chance of doing any damage with HE. Or you shoot AP, assuming he's broadside to you, which Delta is doing right now. Nice torpedoes on the Kremlin, by the way. That will make Pikachu feel a little bit less comfortable in that position. But there's absolutely no need for you to open up right now. All you need to do is just keep Delta Echo detected for your Moskva. I might actually open up here, assuming somebody else has a shot. I don't know. It's hard to tell if the Moskva has got an angle on him or not. But looks like he doesn't anymore. Game Prodigy, what's up, dude? Is this Groundhog's Day? Of course it is. It's always Groundhog's Day with you here. Are we about to get a death pick? I feel like we are. This is going to be very hard for you to dodge and wiggle your butt through all of these shells coming in from Delta Echo. And don't forget, you have no heal available. There's a smoke trying to... You have to wait for the radar to expire before you can get out. That might get you... No. Oof, God, that was close. Luckchuck Torps. Or you could wait on them for the Kremlin. I'd probably wait on them for the Kremlin, but... That being said, the Ragnar is turning in. Turn northward? I don't think you want to get yourself detected by the Kremlin here. And there you go. So I think that was not necessary.
Yeah. So the question is, what can we take away from this? Engage when it's necessary. Don't when you can afford to avoid engagements. And basically, yeah.
Yeah, that last engagement there, Desta, was absolutely not needed. You did get a torpedo hit, though, so that's good. But I think it would have been better just sailing straight due north away from the Ragnar at that point.
My question is, what was the Harugumo, the Conqueror, and the Worcester doing back on the J line for like a couple of minutes? That's my question, of course. But oh well. Some questions aren't meant to be answered, I guess.
Okay, well, now you got two ships left, the Schlieffen and the Moskva. How do you get out of this? I don't know that you can. Shooting at destroyers is hard to hit, that's correct, all for one and one for all, but needs to happen in order to win. Yeah, you're trying to redetect the Ragnar, but the problem is the Ragnar was heading straight for you, so when you're that low, forget about redetection. Think about safety. Think about, you know, survival at that point. Madame May 82, thanks for the follow.
A destroyer on 2 health is still a destroyer. That means you can still spot and torpedo. Don't worry about whether or not you actually take the trade.
Right.
Make sure you help provide that spotting.
And the other thing too is that the spotting is actually the big thing, because you have to keep in mind, against a Ragnar who's got the ability to radar, you actually don't want to spot the Ragnar, because if you do, he's just going to radar you as soon as it's available again. So that's why I really think just heading due north would have been the best choice. Now, you guys are up on cap points quite a bit. If Delta Echo goes down, that's going to be game for you. Oh, And he goes down. That's game GG.
Exterminator suck.
Moskva, of course. OP. Hey, we did win that Extreme Raiders.